Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you're watching this. I just want to thank you for taking time out of your busy night, morning, afternoon to come and hear this message. I know it's 9 p.m. Central Standard Time here, 10 p.m. On the East Coast. It's what 7 p.m. on the West Coast. So, guys, gals, I just want to thank you. The message that I'm bringing to you today is going to be a message that is near and dear to my heart. It's actually a message that I actually wrote up in my notebook yesterday. I was going to go live, but some things happened, and I just been thinking during my reflection time about life. What is life? What is the story of my life? What is the story of other people's lives? And one thing that I've been pondering on is that everybody's life is different. However, we view our life in a different manner. And I feel a lot of us, as we view our life, that we've been viewing the wrong parts of our life. And that's why many of us have been feeling stuck. See, my friends, everyone's life story. Everyone's life is a story, my friends, from the beginning, the middle, and the end. And everyone loves stories, right? The number one selling book in the world is full of stories. It just happens to be my favorite book in the world, and that's the Holy Bible. See, however, everyone has a different story. But the majority of people, as I said before, they focus on the wrong parts of their story when they're living it. The story of their life, see, in your story, it probably goes like this. The majority of people watching this and who are going to watch the replay of it, the story of your life probably goes a little something like this, my friends. You're going to grow old. You're going to grow up. You're going to go to college. You're going to get a career. You're going to get married. You're going to have a family. You're going to grow old. And then after a very, very, very long time, it's going to be time to get your affairs in order. A lot of us think that life is just going to let us know when that time is near. See, we don't focus on the future. We focus on the now. Many believe this story of their lives to be so true until, and there's a reason why I'm saying this, until you're blindsided by a heartbreak that seems so unfair to you, my friends. Cancer, strokes, heart attacks, loss of life, you name it. It could happen at any given time. People don't change until a significant emotional event hits them. My friends, why does it have to come to that? If you know that you need to change, why does it take a significant emotional event for you to get that motor turning, to start changing your ways, your habits, the things that you do, the people you surround yourself with? My friends, that's not how life is supposed to be lived. 1.7 million. That's the number of people who will be diagnosed with cancer this year. 610,000. The number of people who will die of cancer this year. 440 people out of every 100,000 will get cancer. 440 out of every 100,000. 38.5%. The number of people that will be diagnosed with cancer at some point in their life. 15,270. The number of kids who had cancer in 2017. 1,790. The number of kids who died from cancer in 2017. 661,000. The number of Americans who currently have kidney failure. Each year, kidney disease kills more people than breast cancer and prostate cancer alike. Every year, about 735,000 Americans have a heart attack. They didn't plan for it. 610,000 people die each year of heart disease. That's 1 in every 4 deaths, my friends. Do I need to keep going on for you to realize the importance of protecting your families? This is near and dear to my heart. I watched my 4-year-old sister get leukemia, 4 years old. Do you think my parents planned for that to happen? No, they didn't. When I was in Chicago recruiting for 7.5 years, I've seen hundreds upon hundreds of kids die from gunshots while their parents were driving down the road, while they were walking down the road, from stray bullets. Do you think those parents plan for their children to die? My friends, we cannot plan for what life is going to throw at us, but we can prepare ourselves and protect ourselves. You can be naive if you want to, but that's a lack of responsibility, my friends. 2.7 million deaths per year in America. Right here in our country, 2.7 million deaths. It's 844 people per 100,000. My friends, let me ask you this question. What makes you think that none of this is going to occur to you? Are you invisible? These are things that you cannot plan for, my friends. You cannot put them in your calendar for next week or next month or next year. Now, let me ask you one more question. What will your family do if you become ill and you can't work and the income stream stops coming in? What will your family do? The money you relied on has now stopped coming in because of an accident that you couldn't plan for in your calendar. You have no long-term care plan. My friends, what will your family do? Will you be evicted from your home? Will your car get repossessed? What will happen? These are questions that you have to ask yourself. This is a conversation that you must have if you are married right now. If you have children right now, you have to ask yourself these questions. You can no longer put them off because life is going to continue to happen whether or not you're ready for it. But it is your responsibility because there is a 100% guarantee in life that, guess what? If you have breath in your lungs, you're going to die someday. And if you have a family, if you have children, what are you going to leave them with? A mere memory? Is that how you want to be remembered by? Memories fade, my friends. Or do you want to be remembered by the man or the woman couldn't even take responsibility for their own life, for their own family? They left us to struggle. Is that how you want to be remembered? Or do you want to be remembered by my husband, my wife, that cared about us and loved us so much that they went and they got life insurance? They planned accordingly. They took that responsibility. And now we can mourn their death without having to worry about losing our home, without worrying about putting food on the table. My kids can go to college now without a struggle. How do you want to be remembered, my friends? What happens if your family, to your family right now, if God forbid you passed away tomorrow? It's never guaranteed. Leaving that burden of everything on your spouse, your children, your family, strangers, if you don't have life insurance, because then guess what? You're going to leave your spouse and your family setting up GoFundMe accounts, hoping to get $1, $5, or $10 from strangers on social media, just enough to pay for the funeral. My friends, is that how you want to be remembered? Is that the story you want them to tell about you? That you didn't care enough? See, the mortgage payment is still going to be due, my friends. The car payments, the lights, the water, the college tuition, they're still going to be due. Just because you're not here doesn't mean they stop. I know many of you don't like to talk about these things. I don't like to talk about these things, and rightfully so. But they need to be addressed. Show some attention for a brief moment. Ensure that your family is protected if something worse to happen to you. Then you can go back to living your everyday life to the fullest. And I mean that. Live it to the fullest, my friends. Now, many of you may be watching this. You might be saying, I already have life insurance. Maybe so. But my question to you is, when was the last time that you did a financial review, a policy review? Did you know that 62% of people who are covered with life insurance are underinsured? See, they got that life insurance plan 5 years ago, but over time they had another child or two childs. They bought a house in the meantime, and now they're underinsured. My friends, the average policy is $120,000. My question is, how much is your car payment or your car loan? How much is your mortgage that you still owe? How much is college tuition for your children? Think about that. You have student loans that you have to pay? You need to find out exactly how much coverage you need. Don't guesstimate. Don't estimate. You need to find out exactly how much coverage you need. My friends, and also if you have a term policy, what happens in 10, 15, 20 years when you outlive that term policy and you have no living benefits attached to it? And it's not a convertible term. You can't convert that over into another term policy or permanent insurance policy. What happens? Now you're 40, 50 years old. What's going to happen? Now you're going to be paying triple the amount that you were paying previously because of your age. And God forbid something happened to you health-wise, because you may be uninsurable at that time. My friends, when's the last time you had a policy review? Also, many of you have that term insurance. Remember, do you get your money back after that term? No. See, a term is what, 10, 15, 20, 25, even 30-year term. It's a term. You're temporarily covered. If you live outside of that term, my friends, you stop paying your payments. The insurance company, insurance carrier stops covering you. You don't get any money back. However, if you have a term with living benefits, return of premium, all the money that you put into that term policy, guess what? You get it back. So let's say I did a 20-year term. I was paying $50 a month. At the end of that 20 years, I'll be getting about what, $18,000, $19,000 back that I can use for something else. See, my friends, if you have term, that's okay in certain situations, but make sure it always has living benefits attached to it. My friends, I care about you. I care about your families. I care about people of this world. I care about our nation. Get that policy that will take care of all your needs, my friends. I want to be your life insurance agent. Let me say that again. I want to be your life insurance agent. I don't care what state you're in. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your health condition is. I don't care how much you can afford. I can help you find the best fit for you. You can get life insurance for less than $1 per day. How much does your family mean to you? My friends, $1 per day. How many energy drinks do you drink per week? How many coffees do you drink per week? Can you kind of sacrifice one coffee, one energy drink, one Snickers bar, one cheeseburger from McDonald's to get your family protected? I'll even show you a way, my friends, on how to start saving for a tax-free retirement. You don't have to wait till the end of your life story. You can start at the beginning of your life story. So many advantages that you currently have. It's just you're not educated on it. You don't know about them. They didn't teach us economic theory in school, my friends. My friends, your money always needs to be growing either sideways or up, never down. What happened in 2008? Many of my friends lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in their 401k plan because it was directly attached to the stock market. When the stock market went up, their 401k plan went up. When the stock market went down, their retirement savings went down. Are you ready to risk your hard-earned dollars like that? Or would you rather find a savings vehicle where you can get exponential growth, either sideways or up, and never have to worry about losing anything ever? My friends, I can show you a way to get 8 to 15% of growth each year on your hard-earned dollars. My friends, it's decision time for the future of your family. If you would like more information about anything I talked about in the video, please, please, please reach out to me. Comment I below. Send me a personal message. Call me, 210-816-1632. Once again, that's 210-816-1632. And let's set your family up for success in the right way. Don't wait for life to tell you when it's time, because when life tells you it's time, it's going to be too late, my friends. I know I'm just sitting back here. I'm trying not to get emotional. I was emotional yesterday. And the reason why I was emotional is, like I said, my 4-year-old sister got leukemia several years ago. She's in remission now. She didn't pass away. But my 4-year-old sister had leukemia. Guess what? Yeah, the insurance covered some of it, but it didn't cover all of it. So it put my parents in a financial bind, going in debt, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Even if you're on Medicaid, did you know that they only pay so much of it? And then you got to come out of pocket. Did you know that the leading cause of bankruptcy is medical expenses, unplanned for medical expenses? My friends, if you go out there, you may be a good driver. It's not you that you have to worry about. It's all the other people looking down and texting on their phones, talking on their phones, trying to, you see people with their hand on the steering wheel driving like this with the phones. What are you going to do if they hit your car? You need long-term critical care. That check stops coming in because you didn't plan for accidents to occur, my friends. Protect your family, protect yourself, do what's right. Make those little sacrifices in your life. I promise you, the juice will always be worth the squeeze in the end. My friends, thank you for taking time out of your busy night, morning, afternoon, wherever you're watching in the world. And I want to say good night and God bless. May God richly bless each and every one of you in all of your endeavors. Take care.